Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Yahweh Karkadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, many blessings and salutations, and to the hopeful elect, the house of David, the Bayaf Dawadah, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. I wanted to do a quick lesson on this story from my NPR. I saw it from a few different sources. I saw it. I was reading a little bit on in the NPR, AP News, USA Today, New York Times. I was reading, trying to make sure that it was absolutely correct. And this is not going to be no long lesson, but this is just us, watching the times, studying the times, paying attention, watching as these things, come to fruition, man. As we're sitting and speaking this, man, you got to understand this is exciting because, we talk about these things, man. Amongst each other. We do our lessons. We do camp. We congregate and talk about these type of things during camp or whatever. And the one thing that we understand is that the more and more we speak about this stuff, the more and more is popping up and it's happening. And so that's why we understand the spirit, all right, is the thing that's behind all of this. It ain't us. We're just vessels, okay? We don't take any credit that I didn't create anything. I didn't create anything. All I'm doing is speaking on it. Okay, all I'm doing is doing what the Lord told me was to do, is to study to show thyself approved. So when I go into these things, I get a little intrigued. I want to dig a little deeper. I want to, I want to bring the reader or the person who's listening to the video, where they would be able to have a good grasp of the subject matter, and not just be looking and I don't know, whatever. I try to apply this towards our salvation, or possibly our salvation out of this place, meaning that all the things that are going on that's being reported on are happening, and it's leading us closer and closer to the goal that many of us purport to say that we want. We know that the elect want it, but we'll find out in those days if everyone truly who says they want it really want it, because it's going to come with a lot of sacrifice. It's already sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? Brothers is absolutely catching pure hell out here, but it's okay. It's okay, brothers and sisters. And let me include the sisters as well. You're catching hell as well, okay? All of the hopeful elect is catching hell, but that's fine because that's a part of the story. That's a part of the journey. If you weren't catching hell, I would be concerned, right? So let's go into the article. This is not going to be a long lesson. I know I say that all the time, but man, I'm going to really stick to it on this one. We're just going to, grab a couple of precepts and we're going to move on about our day, right? And we're just going to pray that this lesson and many other lessons that brothers all across the world are bringing out right now that are in the right spirit. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. That's who we learn from. That's who we give double honors to. That's who we pay our tithes to, right? All these things are happening and we are watching it and we're reporting it and we're living it and we're seeing it. Eventually, we're going to experience the end, right? This is from NPR. It says Supreme Court appears to side with Oregon City's crackdown on homelessness. So not only do they have policies talking about Esau Edom, not only do they have policies that absolutely decimate the people here in America and all across the world, actually, because whatever policies that are being passed here in Babylon the Great will reach the entire world, because this is a global system of Edomite supremacy. This is not just in America. See, America is the headliner, right? America is the showstopper, is the whore that rides the beast. But the whore's reach, is pretty broad all across the world, actually, right? This is the reach of the Heavenly Father given unto this devil, right? He gave this devil power, all right, over the entire planet. So everything that you're seeing right now is all his fault. It's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. But Esau was set up in this kingdom, okay, to show you what true wickedness truly looks like, right? And that's what we're going to report upon. We're going to report on all his wickedness. All right, it says, In a major case of homelessness, the U.S. Supreme Court on Monday appears to side with Oregon City's crackdown on sleeping in public. So you know what that means. So they're going to go around and round people up. Okay, they're going to go around rounding, harassing people. Okay, wasting taxpayer dollars. Okay, going around, think about all that money that you're paying your taxes, and the police are just riding around wasting all that fuel. And by the way, fuel is going up. I'm an owner operator, so trust me, I get it. I feel it every time I go to the fuel pump. Anyway, so yeah, these devils are in a position to basically bring the New World Order, and that's what they're seeking to do. But the problem for them is that there are men on the highways and hedges all across the world that are calling their shit out on a daily basis, right? And they have to do something to shut us up, because we're warning the people. Okay, we're warning the people, and whatever you do with that warning is what you do with it, right? If it's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah, which it will be. It says the Supreme Court had declined to hear a similar case out of Boise, Idaho, which there's a lot of neo-Nazis up that way, by the way, So when all hell breaks loose, all those little rural areas like Idaho, okay, matter of fact, see all these things that are going on right now, the people are mourning behind this shit, man, all right? People are literally losing. Hey, look, I lost an apartment recently. I'm not going to get on, crying. Why? It is what it is. It's a part of the journey. You lose things. I lost cars. I've lost this shit. This is like my second apartment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. When you sign up for this, right? When you didn't sign up, but when you enter into this thing, you must count the cost, right? So you have to understand that there's going to be things that are going to happen in your life that's going to be totally inconvenient, and it's going to cost you time, money, resources, the people in your life abandoning you. These are things that are all going to happen, but guess what? The taste of victory is worth it all. The taste of victory is worth all the bullshit. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And I mean, clearly, man, you got homelessness in the earth. Now, in our kingdom, Esau will be perpetually homeless. Although he will have a home, because if I find an Edomite, any of us find an Edomite that's not working, he will be severely punished, right? All Edomites will be working. There will not be no fucking unemployment office in the kingdom of heaven. There will be 100% employment, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. If you don't got nothing to do, we got plenty of shit to do for you, right? We got plenty of stuff for you. You got a lot of concrete here, okay? A lot of concrete, a lot of rocks that need to turn from big to small. You get me? Anyway, this is Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, right? Are the righteous in authority? Look around you. Look at the earth. Look at the state of the earth. Look at everything that's happening in the earth. Look at what's going on. Look what's on the horizon. What are we talking about in this lesson? We're talking about New World Order information, talking about microchips. We're talking about inserting foreign objects inside of the human body for control purposes by the elite of this society, right? Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are the people rejoicing? Are they rejoicing that they're homeless? No. It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's right. So the people are mourning. Clearly. And if the homelessness is going up to where it is right now, you obviously, you know what I'm saying? Like, the system that has been set up here in really across the world is a failure. It's a success in the fact that Esau gets to show he's the fucking devil, but also it's a failure in the fact that people don't understand that he's the devil and that he's going to do exactly what the devil would do. Imagine what the devil would do in this position, and Esau's going to do it, right? This is Isaiah 24:3. It says, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahweh have spoken this word by his men. It says, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The people of the earth are in languishing. They're just here, right? When you speak to someone, they say, hey, good morning, you know? Hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm here. That's languishing, right? They're not there's no excitement towards the life that they're living. So, I'm just here to pay the bills. I'm just here to handle this certain situation and I'm out of here. Right? That's what the people are in this world right now. Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. This is because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant, right? So they have changed times and they're using all these different calendars, right? The Gregorian, the Julian, right? They use all these different calendars to throw the men of to throw the people of the Lord off, right? When they came into power, they immediately changed all of that. Right? They changed how you identify with your family, right? They say in the Jewish faith, they say you it's through your mother. How? I don't get it. How? When the man is the dominant force in the family. Anyway, so they changed everything. They changed all the ordinances. They changed the way we tell time. They changed everything. They changed the mindset of our women or women, period, in the earth, what their purpose is, okay? Now these bitches is out here, excuse my language for you ladies who are not bitches. Not all of you are bitches. There are some that are clearly bitches. You know some, right? Don't be afraid to call them out. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? And these bitches, right? The ones you know I'm talking about, the ones that are of the world, right? They're wearing them 6-inch heels, man, and them fucking business suits, man. Okay? Or they'll put on that police officer. Ain't nothing worse than a woman police officer. Ain't nothing worse. The only thing worse than that is a woman judge. Which ain't too far from it, right? So we're in hell, y'all. We're in hell. But it's fine. Remember, it's fine. You don't lose your cool or your skis over what's going on. Yes, you'll be a little perturbed a little bit. You'll be a little disturbed. But guess what, though? The victory is already written, so you should always remember that. Isaiah 24:5, the earth is also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances. It says, broken the everlasting covenant, therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. So, you got the homeless epidemic that's been going on for a very long time, especially in California and New York. But now it's all over the nation. In this case, it's Oregon. Tomorrow it'll be Florida, shit, man. I barely just got out of that shit, Anyway, Isaiah 24:6, it says, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. So all of the things that are going on in the earth right now that is causing upheaval, where people are having to leave their homes, okay, and they have to, find new places, they surf, what they call it, couch surfing, okay? In my case, shit, I live in my truck. It is what it is, travel, do the work, like times like now, right? Working, fellowship with the brothers, so all these things that are going on. But hey, listen, man, homelessness is a real deal thing, man, because when all the hell breaks loose, when Jacob's trouble hits, what you think, them people can't just go and call a family member up and, hey, look, man, all hell's breaking loose, I need to sit on your couch for a few hours. Nah, it's gonna be every man for himself out here, right? Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. Right. So a lot of the people, all right, that are on the streets, not all of them are bad. You're just in a bad situation. We're fucked up out here in Babylon, man. As a people in the richest, so-called richest nation on the earth. right? With the most powerful military on earth, the people here are fucking mourning. Now, is this a cry? Is this a cry by me for this to get better here in Babylon the Great? Hell no. Hell no. I want to see it get worse. But I got to report on these things, and I have to be level-headed in a way where, I have to present it seriously unto you, so you understand the seriousness of the situation. So you don't just take this as a joke. This is actually real life, and it's going to happen very soon. All right? Well, it's actually happening right now. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, right? Right now, when you had a chance, when you were told his word, remember it. It says, while the evil days come not. See, before Jacob's trouble comes, you need to remember the promise of the Heavenly Father. I see the Lord say, look, during your grace period, you need to be reminding the Lord as much as possible. Hey, Lord, you said you was going to protect us. Hey, you said the elect was going to be protected. I'm not saying I'm of the elect. I'm just saying, hey, you said that the elect would be protected. You said you wanted us to go on the highways and hedges. See, the Lord say to make his ears heavy, man. All right. Verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders shall cease, because they are few, and those that look out of windows be darkened, right? So they're going to have a pessimistic, they have a pessimistic look on life, man, right? Because as the Supreme Court is here shutting down sleeping outside, ain't that crazy? When you can't afford nowhere else to live, where the fuck you gonna go? See, that's where the PURGE comes in, or as we call it, the day of Jacob's trouble, right? Back in the article, it says, in a major case of homelessness, the U.S. Supreme Court on Monday appeared to side with Oregon City's crackdown on sleeping in public. The decision could have sweeping implications for a record number of people living in tents and cars, and the cities and states struggling to manage them. So what you think that's going to happen? I keep saying what you think's going to happen. I'm going to just tell you what's going to happen. All hell going to break loose. It's going to be a lot of judgment out here. A lot of people that are, in the streets in that day, a lot of judgment. Now, the Lord some of them may be of the elect. Hey, whatever the Lord might have for them, man. The Lord might deliver them. Might give them spiritual powers. Who knows? But the point of this lesson is to remind you of where you are and what times you were in and why this is happening. You see, with the Supreme Court bringing all of this down, you understand the people are mourning and they're looking for answers, and there ain't no answers, but we do have the answers. It says that the Supreme Court had declined to hear a similar case out of Boise, Idaho in 2019, but since then, rates of homelessness has spiked. An annual federal count found more than 250,000 people living in parks, on streets, in trucks, and in their vehicles and in trucks. Anyway, it says sprawling street encampments like in LA, right? It says have grown larger and expanded to new places, igniting intense backlash from residents and businesses. So where do you want these people to go? Wasn't this the plot of the PURGE, right? Wasn't this the plot? They were looking for any kind of legal means to lessen the people, right? They gave them a day to do whatever you want. Yeah, Jacob's trouble's coming, y'all. Ain't no way around this. In both Boise and Grants Pass cases, lower courts said that under the 8th Amendment, it's cruel and unusual to fine or jail someone for sleeping on public land if there's no adequate shelter available. But Grants Pass and many other cities across the West say those rulings have tied their hands as they try to keep their public spaces open and safe for everyone. Grants Pass, which is in California, or maybe Oregon, it says has no public shelter. So that's a lot of Edomites out there. That's what that is. See, anywhere where you allow the Jake said, you're going to have about 3 or 4 shelters. Anyway, but it's local law. Slacky, bro, I got to call you back. Slacky, you called me when I'm doing lessons. Slacky. All right, it says, but its local law essentially banned people from sleeping with a blanket or a pillow or any public land at any time. During Monday's arguments, the Supreme Court's more liberal justices suggested this amounts to unlawful targeting people simply because they are homeless. You don't arrest babies who have blankets over them. You don't arrest people who are sleeping on a beach, said Justice Sotomayor. It says Justice Kagan said sleeping is not a criminal act. Sleeping is a biological necessity, but you're dealing with the fucking devil here. You're dealing with the devil. You think the devil cares if you need to sleep? He don't care. Did he get paid? He didn't get paid? You can't sleep. Anyway, it says Justice Kagan said sleeping is not a criminal act. Sleeping is a biological necessity. It's sort of like breathing, right? But I wouldn't expect you to criminalize breathing in public. Hold for effect. We're talking about the devil. See, what people don't understand is he is the embodiment of Satan on earth. He's the physical manifestation of Satan. Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sounds of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden, and desire shall fail, because man goeth too long. It's like because man goeth to his long home, and the mourners go about the streets. Woo! And that's where it is. These people absolutely, there's no home. Yo, the love of many is waxing colder and colder. And they don't care that you ain't got nowhere to go. They don't care. Now, there are some people in the world that, will, but for the most part, these people don't give a F. They could care less. Okay? It does not affect them. So they look at it as it's a nuisance. We need to get rid of all these homeless people, right? Well, this is Isaiah 19:14. The Lord Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. That's right. So this place passes all type of legislation that's absolutely doomorous unto the people that are here looking just to have a life. Just any type of semblance of a life, which, of course, being a Hebrew Israelite, you understand there ain't no life here. But that was what the people want. And Esau just ain't going to go for that because he's the devil. All right, verse 14. The Lord Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. What is that going to cause? Homelessness, right? Verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, right? Why? Because you're going to have all these jakes out here with nothing to do and nothing but time. That's what Esau don't want. All right, it says, but the elite do. It says, and it shall be afraid. It's like, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it. It says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. In that day, Jacob Esau thinks because his guns and things of that nature, look, he gonna get a lot of jakes. He gonna get 2/3. 2/3 of the nation of Israel will be dealt with. But them same 2/3 is not, we talking about Jacob here, okay? Israel is not them type. Now, of course, if the Lord don't be with you, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose that battle. 2/3 will lose that battle, but they gonna get a lot of you Edomites. I'll tell you that much. A lot of you Edomites think you're gonna just sit 40, 50 yards away and just blow somebody's brain out. You will in a lot of cases. But Jacob is still a warrior. And he's still Yahweh's people. So Jacob's gonna do damage out here. This is written, right? It says, and the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. Everyone, and I want to hear one of you Christians break this down, by the way. Break down Isaiah 19. You can't because you don't got the spirit. It says, everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself, right? They're going to be like, oh, that's the Israelites. Oh, no, I heard it's a lot of black people. Oh, we can't go to Atlanta. Far too many of them, right? We we can't go to Washington, D.C. Anyway, or Birmingham or Montgomery. Jake is everywhere. Anyway, it says, and everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord Yahweh of hosts, right? The counsel from the Lord, which he hath determined against it. Right. So, hey, look, it's going to be complete chaos out here because Esau has passed these ordinances and things of that nature to basically add more strokes to the people. All he's doing is bringing more calamity unto the people, right? This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, right? So woe unto you and your unrighteous decrees, man. Your decrees of trying to bring the people under a continual stroke. And that's what Esau does, and that's what Esau's good at. He's good at that continual stroke, all right, of destroying the people more and more and more. But see, eventually, Esau is going to be taken out of the way. That's in 2 Thessalonians, right? We're going to wrap it up real quick. Just going to end on Revelation 12:12 because, see, Esau is going to come down with great wrath, y'all. That's why I wanted to end it on this. He's going to come down with great wrath, and he ain't going to spare none. In his mind, anyway. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. That's why I want to leave off on that, because Esau knows his time is coming up, is creepily getting closer to the end. He knows this. He's trying to get this new world order popped off, all right, before Yahushua gets here. But he's not going to be able to ultimately pull it off according to Job, or the book of Job, right? And many other books. He's going to lose. That's the point of this, right? So if you want to get this article, you can go to NPR, New York Times. It just recently came out, just not too long ago. But yeah, man, this is going to add, hey, look, the rent moratorium, and then you got people mad at the squatters, right? People that are squatting in homes and stuff. These things are all recipes for something major to be happening very soon. And it's about to get hot. As I say every year, it's going to be a long, hot summer. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'al Shem, Al Shah, Ba'al Shem, Wahabra Kadash, Shalom to the elect.